What's up, Tiger fans? Welcome back to The Streak Speak, and I'm so excited today to be joined by Cristal Cuervo, who is a phenomenal sprinter and also comes from Panama City, Panama. So I'm so excited to jump into all the things that she's been through, how she ended up here, kind of go into her career. So Cristal, thank you for joining us. Let's start with your life in Panama, competing for the national team, holding so many different records and events and so many different stories from there. Kind of talk to us about before you got to Towson and what your career was like back at home.
Okay, I also started my career when I was like middle school, more high school, middle school, 6th grade. I started doing multiple events at the same time. I was doing all of it. I was tired. I said I cannot take this anymore. Once I was able to shoot, I was very good at long jump though.
Okay.
Kind of surprising, but I didn't shoot long jump at the end.
Okay.
I said I don't like the sand. I just didn't like the sand.
Yeah.
So I said let me go to the sprint group. And it was pretty good. I established there 150s. We started low, and then we came a higher.
Sure.
First, when I was like 14, 15, we did 150, 300, 200, 400.
Okay.
So we grew from there. I had the 150 Central American record for a long time, almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Before somebody took it from me, but it's fine. She's my friend, so we love her either way. And 300, I was pretty close to the record as well.
Okay.
Sadly, I didn't make it.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I also had the 200 record in Panama, national record.
Sure.
That was impressive. That was the U20 though. I don't have the senior record yet.
Yeah.
Still working on that. But yeah, everything started when I was middle school. When we were practicing track and field on the how you call that? Physical education. Sports.
Yep.
And sport class. We started with long jump. We were doing long jump there because we had a good long athlete in Panama, long jump athlete, Olympian, gold medalist. So we were practicing that, and we came from there, and then they told me to go practice, and that's how it started.
Yeah. And then you end up here. And kind of what was that process like? How did they find you? How did you find this place? And what kind of clicked that made it feel like home for you? You know,
it's funny. I was looking for D1 schools, right?
Sure.
All over the place. I was aiming more for Florida because of the weather.
Yeah.
I don't like cold. I don't know how I ended up here at the end of the day. When I was looking for a school, I saw Towson.
Yeah.
And the funny part about Towson is that the first picture they showed me was a track.
Yeah.
So I say, it has to be meant to be.
Yes.
So I texted the coach reached out, he said, okay, we want you here. What can we do about it? So we were talking about it, he told me what I needed to do to come here, and I made it here.
Yeah. And you've had, since you've been here, countless top 5 finishes and placed really high in events. What are some of the biggest contributors to your success since you've been here? What have you really found that has worked for you, being around this area?
I would say that the most thing that will help me out until now is my teammates.
Sure.
The support that I get from them. When I'm sad, when I feel like I cannot do it anymore, being an athlete is heavy.
It is.
At some point. And they just the way that I release myself. Because I know they always have my back.
Yeah.
If something happens, I know they will be there for me, they will talk with me, and they will push me through. So my teammates and then my coach come after.
Sure. Yeah. So I was going to ask you about your teammates, so we'll hop into that now. Who are your favorite teammates, and do you guys all rely on each other? Does it not matter what events you do, or do the sprinters kind of hang with the sprinters and help each other out, or what does that team dynamic kind of look like, and who are some of your favorite teammates to be around?
Usually I'm more around sprinters, my relay group, because we're opposite team events, so we see each other mostly of the time. However, I also have communication with the cross-country teams.
Sure.
Once we come to all season together, when we come to indoor-outdoor, because first cross-country start, right?
Mm-hmm.
They start first.
Yep.
Then when we get all together, we start talking more. I don't see throwers that often.
Sure.
But I still know that they will have my back if something happens and I need them. I know they have my back either way.
Yes. And obviously, we're still in the early stages of Coach Walker Hall's career, and you've kind of been here for that transition. Kind of talk about her and her role and some of the other coaches and what they've meant to you.
I'm not gonna lie, Coach Walker has changed the program in a good way.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what's coming next. She's a very technical coach.
Okay.
She likes to see technique before time.
Sure.
She knows that time will come if you have a good technique.
Sure.
So she always said, trust the process.
Yeah.
I know we have to trust. Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
Because you want to be fast, you want to be the best one on the track. I don't aim on the track, but it can always be like that.
Yeah.
So you have to trust the process. We also had Coach Freeman here this year. He was an amazing coach. He has every time you know what to tell to me.
Yeah.
He always get me right. He said, I always ask him before every race, what's the race plan for today?
Yeah.
He always tell me, and we were okay. We joke about that at this point.
Right.
But I always say he's the one that told me. I follow that. And Coach Walker, and we also have Coach Pugh, an amazing coach too. Sure. He's the one more. He's not our coach. We don't see him every single day because he's a tourist coach.
Sure. Yep.
But I would make sure to pop up in practice and say hi and
Yeah.
build conversation with him too.
Yeah. And what are some of the strategies that you have to kind of keep in shape year round? Because obviously it's a grueling schedule to kind of go from the fall through the spring. And do you take the summers off? Do you still go through the summers? What are some of the mental and physical preparations that you do to kind of keep in shape all year round for your events?
Usually, I don't take summer off.
Okay.
Because once I'm off here, I start traveling with Panama too.
Yeah.
So I don't have, I will not say summer off, but maybe I will have 2 weeks before August start again, fall start again.
Okay.
Because usually our meets for Panama are June and July.
Sure.
So I take 2 weeks in August and then we're back again.
Yeah. Let's talk about the family life too and kind of off the track. What is that balance like for you? How often do they get to come here and see you? What do they mean to you? What are some of the important people in your life on the family side?
I always say that the way I'm here supported is by my family. My parents and my sister.
Yeah.
Every time I'm having a rough day, I know I can talk to them and they will give me a boost. They will always send me a long paragraph. You got this. You are more than an athlete. You're just a human being.
Yes.
It's okay to feel sad about it. But they always keep texting me on about that. Sadly, they're not able to come here because we have so many meets and traveling here is not that cheap either.
Yes.
So they're unable to see me travel and compete here in the United States.
Sure.
But once I go back to Panama, they will see me. They will see me compete.
And what are some of the biggest culture differences between here and where you're from? And what kind of things have you brought from where you're from here and kind of implemented into the program?
I would say we're not that different. Just I will say that Latin people are more home styling, like more about hugs and love and all of that.
Yeah.
Americans, they take a little more time to get used to that.
Sure.
They will not hug you the first time.
Yeah.
We will always say each other hi in Panama with a hug, even if you don't know them.
Sure.
It's just, hey, how you doing? So I would say that's something but at the end of the day, we are all the same.
Yeah. And what do you think have been some of the biggest lessons that you've learned lifestyle-wise from here that were kind of an adjustment for you or a big change?
Competing every single weekend.
Okay.
That at some point it gets you. When I freshman year, I was like, okay, 1 week was fun. You have fun with it. But sometimes your body keeps saying, okay, I'm tired, getting tired. But just pushing forward, being a student athlete has a mental challenge too.
Yep.
At some point you get you don't see the time going down and you get frustrated.
Yeah.
You're competing every single weekend and you don't see things improving.
Yes.
At some point you just hit the wall and you say, what am I supposed to do now? So yeah, you have to get used to it.
Yeah, and obviously, you guys have done a great job. The program's been in great shape. What are some of the great pieces about being a part of a team like this that you might not have experienced really before in all different years and backgrounds? Kind of, what has that meant to you to be here and experience that?
This year, things have changed in a good way, like I said before. Now we push each other more.
Sure.
Like we are right behind each other in times.
Yeah.
We always compete at practice, looking forward to it, keep pushing hard and hard, and just keep building the program. I know people are coming next year, the freshmen that are here too.
Yep.
I have seen how the program is building, and I'm excited to see what happens next.
So right into that, what are some of your biggest personal goals and program goals heading into the future? What are some of the biggest kind of numbers or achievements that you're looking to hit in these next couple of years?
In this couple of years, I'm looking forward to break school record in the 400. 400 for me is a mental, tough race.
Yeah.
And I say it multiple times, I'm keep working on it, getting better every single year, but still a lot of room for work.
Sure.
So I will say getting to regionals for track and field first round, and now it's a school record.
Sure. And going into that 400, the mental and physical side, how do you kind of run that race, kind of thinking before and kind of going through, what do you pace yourself as, or what's your strategy for running that 400?
Okay, my coach has a strategy. She always tell me, make sure you get out hard, you pace the backstretch, and then you just finish.
Wonderful.
She gave me that strategy.
Yeah.
I swear I hear her every single time. But once I get on the track, I say, ooh, I get scared of dying before I can even hit the 200. So I said, let me do my thing. My team is not working anymore, so I have to change it, but we're still working on it.
Yeah. We'll head into our final question today. Obviously, thank you for joining us, but we ask everybody this at the end. What have you done today to make Towson Athletics a better place than it was yesterday?
Keep pushing my teammates. I'm part of the leader, captain, part of the team, and I'm just keep pushing my teammates, making them sure that they know that they're getting better, and they have a lot of room to grow. So just keep improving.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing episode. Catch more updates from the spring sports at TowsonTigers.com. See you guys soon. Go Tigers.